And he starts off the conversation with, Portia, no shade. Did this straight man that claims to like vagina just say no shade? Why? Hi guys, it's your girl Vonnie here, and welcome to Pieces of Me TV. Today we have a Real Housewives of Atlanta review. And if you have seen any of my previous reviews, you know that I go hard for what I necessarily like believe in. You know what I'm saying? I kind of really haven't been feeling Nene, still not feeling Nene. I've been defending Peter that all my friend is about to change for this episode. So let's get started. So the episode starts with Cynthia and Nene meeting up at this little shop. I don't know if it was necessarily like a swimsuit shop or if they just had swimsuits there. I don't know, but they were looking at swimsuits. And then Cynthia was like, I was looking at a two-piece for you, Miss Leaks. And Nene gonna say, child, all I ever wear is two pieces. Shoot, I done had 2 kids and ain't no stretch marks on my belly. Honey, let me tell you something. Stretch marks are not. Nobody want to see your big self in no 2-piece. They're like, that's just nasty. Like, unless you mean like, you know, like the tank top 2-piece with the bikini or like the skirts or something like that. I don't know. But all I know is that ensemble you were in at the pajama party, that's like a sneak peek of what it looks like of you in a 2-piece. I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. I don't want it. Okay, so that was that. So Cynthia was saying that she hadn't seen Nene since the little debacle at the Bailey Bowl, and so she's bringing it up to Nene, and Nene's all like, "What you talking about? What ruined the event? What happened? I thought it was nice. What you talking about?" So she was like, okay, I see I'm going to have to break it down to you. And she was like, well, if you're about to say anything that has to do with Marlo, I don't want to talk about it. So she got into her feelings, got a little tube, paid for her little stuff or whatever that she bought, and then left. I really felt like you're giving attitude to the wrong person, okay? First off, I feel like you overreacted, period. Regardless of whatever it is, because even if Marlo and Kenya were in the wrong in this situation, you were to keep your cool. This is an event. You're supposed to have some class. Act like it. So I feel like personally she owed Cynthia an apology because that's her friend and she ruined her event. Of course she probably won't get it, but I just feel like she owed it. And you've been disrespectful to my husband several times, which that's the main thing. I don't understand why Cynthia don't have a problem with that. Like, Cynthia just doesn't ride for her husband like I need her to. So I just really had a problem with that. So fast forward, let's go over to Marlo and Kenya. Kenya goes over to Marlo's house to have some cocktails, talk about what went on. Why Marlo looked like her little pajama thing she had on looked like a Snuggie. Like, it looked like a Snuggie 2-piece like pants set. Like, it was just real weird. I felt real uncomfortable. And then Kenya had something on that looked like pajamas. I'm like, are y'all having a slumber party? What's going on? I ain't know. Nobody told me. But okay, so they talk about the whole thing. So then, I guess Marlo felt like, okay, you know what? I've been trying to keep this to myself, but now I'm about to spill all the tea. So she tells Kenya that before this whole big fiasco happened at the Bailey Bowl, Nene called her on 3-way with Cynthia. First off, what are we, in high school? Not even high school. I didn't even do that in high school. What are we, in middle school? Really? And so anyway, so she says they called her on 3-way and Nene was going off, like, you know, saying like, I don't, you know, F with Kenya. If you friends with Kenya, you know, then we can't be friends, whatever. And Marlo was like, Nene, I'm a grown woman. I can be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. So now it all makes sense about how hostile Nene was to Marlo at Peter's birthday party and at the Bailey Ball. So yeah, that was weird. And then Marlo with her fake tears. Y'all, I wish I could find where my Snuggie is so I could put my Snuggie on and then just do my imitations. Y'all know I love doing imitations of Marlo. If you don't know about it, check out, I think it's the second episode. The second or the third episode. Go check it out. But I really was like over it. .org. I'm sorry, not the second or third episode. It's the second or third episode that I did on here. Because, I just started reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta a couple episodes ago. So if you go check that out, you can see me being Marlo. So yeah, so her with her fake tears, I was over it. Then Apollo and Phaedra are meeting. And why do they got, not Mr. President, what's the other one's name? The little funny looking one. Oh my God, Aiden. What they call him though? The Prince? Yeah, I think they call him the Prince. They got the Prince washing windows. Now, ain't he royalty? Why he got to wash the windows? And then they just let the baby play with the little spray. I'm like, don't the Windex say to keep out of the hands of children? Like, he gonna drink this. He gonna think it's like blue high C or something. I was a little concerned that they was letting the baby watch windows like that. And they sitting up here talking about Kenya and all this stuff, grown folks conversation. And he like, can I have some more of the spray, please? Like, poor little boy. I felt a little bad for little Aiden looking like a slave. So anyway, Phaedra with a PH didn't want Apollo to go. And she tells him she's thinking about bringing Dwight. So, of course, he's in his feelings. Like, but I'm your husband and it's a couples event. You just told me it's a couples event. Now you don't want me to go. This is the thing right here. Okay? Let me say this. And I'm not going to cuss because I promise I'm going to try to stop cussing. So I'm not going to cuss. But let me tell you. If I go somewhere with that man that they call Avery, okay, also known as my husband, and we go somewhere and I have to warn him or, you know what I'm saying, think about not taking him because I'm afraid he's going to be in some other chick's face. This won't even be a conversation to be had because I'll be locked up. Because I am that crazy chick. I will go all out. You're not going to embarrass me in public, on TV, in private, nothing, boo. If I find out that you're doing something behind my back, okay, because you ain't gonna do it in front of my face. You're not going to do it in front of my face. Because if you do it in front of my face, it only takes one time for me to go all the way there. But if I find out that you're doing something behind my back, okay, I'm like likely to do harm. So I don't understand why Phaedra with a PH is such a big, Southern belle and, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Why you ain't married no man that got no manners? Or enough respect for you to not blatantly disrespect you on national television. What? Let me save that for the next episode. Because, the next episode, he going to be flirting with Kenya again. So let me save that anger. Because it's here. It's in the diaphragm. I'm going to save it for the next episode. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe and check it out next Sunday. So yeah, anyway, they're having that conversation. That was basically it. Peter meets with Cordell. Y'all. Peter this episode and the last couple episodes have really, really, really been working my spirit to a point where I don't like him anymore. I want to like Peter. He's an attractive, older black man. I want to like Peter, okay? But Peter, you're killing me here. So Cordell basically said that Portia's family didn't know boundaries, okay? Anyway, so Cordell really spilled the tea about Portia losing her condo. The one that I reported for y'all on the very first Bonnie Explains It All. Also, I'll put the link below. Go check that out. Ding. But yeah, so she lost her condo because she wasn't paying taxes or whatever. And he spilled that tea. He said, she would get a little attitude and leave for 5 days at a time and, whatever. And I just really feel like Peter's fighting for a check. I feel like Peter wants to be holding a peach at the beginning of the episode. like with the rest of the wives. Like, Peter is really turning into Paris. I think I'm going to start calling him that because that's who he's turning into. I don't know who this man is because this ain't no man that's being so shady. Anyway, let's go to the girls. They're all at the airport, okay? Everybody except Phaedra with a PH because she has all those kids. She can't keep up with her passport, but she know when to pump them titties. So she forgot her passport. She got to catch the next flight. Nene's talking to all the girls. She's in a good mood. I think Nene is either bipolar A or B on drugs. Because she goes through too many moods for me. Then she's going to say everybody else is always late. And usually Cynthia was the first one or whatever. But now she's the one that's always on time because you ain't got no job, boo. That's why you're always on time now. Because you ain't got no job, man. Okay, Tommy? You ain't got no damn job. That's why you're on time. You ain't got nowhere else to be because Glee and don't want your ass and neither does the new normal. So, that's why you don't have no problem being on time. What else you gonna do? You on time for the only check you got. Everybody else got jobs but you, Tommy. Anyway, so now everybody gets there. They're in the limo going, and Paris, yes, Paris, because I will no longer call him Peter until he becomes a man again. Paris is in the car, and he starts off the conversation with Portia. No shade. Did this straight man that claims to like vagina just say no shade? Why? I get it. Cynthia's all about the gays, honey. She loves her gays. The gays are all in the house. I love it. Okay? I'm here for it. I love the gays, okay? If you cannot tell. But if my husband fixed his lips to say no shade, I'd pop them lips off and we need a divorce because we like the same thing. Penis. So, he brings up Cordell. Okay? Tells Portia what Cordell says, when they go to meet, which was awkward and unnecessary. I also feel like Cynthia knew that this was going to happen because why wasn't Cynthia sitting next to her damn man? So, yeah, that was too much. And Cynthia needs to be able to reel him in. I will not be anywhere where I can't reel my husband in if he goes off the handlebars. Because if I can't reel you in, you don't have respect for me. I'm going to calm down. I'm a little heated. Y'all hear the anger in my voice? I'm a little heated because I get serious about things like just basic manners and, having respect for your spouse. That's basically what it's about. But I'm going to calm down because it ain't over yet. Okay, so, so Paris was messy. So then I'm also like Portia. So they get there and here's Kenya or whatever. And then out comes Miss Lawrence. And Portia's like, that ain't your African prince. Where's he at? That's my thing. You got a man that can't never come around. And I'm not just talking about on the show. Nobody's seen you with a man. So you take a picture of a ticket to Africa. You could be going, your name is Kenya. You could be going to Kenya, go pay tribute to your people. I don't know. Okay? All I know is nobody's seen you with anybody with someone that likes vagina. Never. Everybody you with like the same thing you like. So I don't know. Not here. Anyway. Everybody goes to dinner in Mexico. And first and foremost, Nene walks in what looks like it's this backwards skirt with the split in the front. Look like when she walking, you smelling straight fish. I know it's hot in Mexico. You can't be fresh down there. I need you to wear some pants or a dress or something. You are too big, too old. You are somebody's grandmother, Nene. You're nasty. Cover up your vajayjay, okay? What happens next? Apollo and Phaedra show up, And you know what just popped into my head? It's so random. But that type of skirt Nene had on just straight was giving me Basic Instinct. Like she was going to sit down and give you a straight Sharon Stone. Ooh, I want to throw up. That's such a bad visual. I'm sorry I gave that. Please forgive me. Don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Apollo and Phaedra show up. They sit down and whatever. I need everybody to get their husbands, because on this episode, everybody's husbands was just being too girly and too womanly for me. Not even womanly, too girly, because grown women don't do what they were doing. Here comes old ass Greg bringing up what they brought up, asking her did she do everything for her marriage, and let me tell you what I lived for though before I get to that. I loved how, okay, so Kenya had everybody sitting separate. You weren't sitting with your spouse. So Greg was closer on the end where Portia was, and Nene was on the other end. So Greg says, Portia, why did Miss Leaks say, yes, Mr. Leaks? I know that's right, girl. If my man is calling another woman by name, yes. Huh? You calling me? Hear me. I'm here. We talking together. We in this conversation together. You don't have conversations by yourself, boo. Them days is over. Okay? That's right, Miss Leaks. I don't even like you like that. But you was with me on that. So anyway, so Greg is messy and brings up the whole marriage thing. Then Peter's getting mad, telling her to take back stuff she said. And all Portia was doing was telling her truth and her story. If it's a lie, that's between her and what's his name? Cordell. Okay? And this is my thing. If it really wasn't true, I have a hard time believing that Cordell, with them lawyers that he's paying enough money, wouldn't put some type of clause in this divorce where she can't speak about it. I just have a hard time believing that. I have a hard time believing that. I really, really do. I really, really do. She's upset. I feel like if she really wanted to go there and really embarrass him like that, she could. And I feel like she's not. You know what I'm saying? She's basically said the truth. What the truth is that I signed on to be this trophy wife. I signed up thinking that I was going to be taken care of. I was going to have no problems. He didn't do that. And I said, well, if you're not going to do that for me, I'm going to get a job. That's what she said. And she has always said that Cordell didn't give her money like that. And she had to ask her mom for money. She always said that. So now Cynthia's being messy. You and your messy ass husband need to go somewhere, Cynthia, because I'm tired of your bullshit. You don't stand up for your husband, but now you can be Miss Messy Bitch in a confessional. You got balls in a confessional now, don't you? Ooh, I'm getting so mad at them. Like, I love Cynthia, but Cynthia's working on my nerves. Her husband is working on my nerves. And I need to wrap up this review for I Buzz a Blood Vessel, okay? That was basically it, y'all, okay? It ends with them still at the table. Ain't nobody happy. They gonna be arguing over into the next episode about the same damn thing. Cordell and Portia. Why this is relevant, I don't know. So, yes. Sorry I was so hyped up this episode, y'all. But the whole time I was watching the episode, I just could not keep my blood pressure down. So I am going to edit this video, post this video. When you're seeing this, it will be Monday. But I'm filming this Sunday night. But I'm going to edit it and get it up so I can get it up Monday afternoon and everything. But then I'm going to sleep, because I need to sleep off this anger that I have had. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. What else? Pinterest. Anything. Any social media you got, even if I don't got it, share it. I don't care. Hey, bring it to everybody. Make sure you go and watch the past reviews that I've done. Make sure you go watch some of the Bonnie Explains It All I've done. I just posted one the other day. I think Saturday. You'll enjoy it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And that's all, folks. Bye.